In this video, we are focusing on the volume of rectangular prisms. And as you can see here, I've drawn two for you. And we're going to start on the left here. So basically, volume is the amount of space inside a 3D object. So these drawings, we've got to pretend that this is like a box. And we're going to figure out how much space is inside of it. So that's what volume is, okay? So we've got three measurements which we play with the rectangular prisms. And I'm going to take you through the rule to then look at what parts match up with the rule with our substitution to then come to the answer. So first of all, the rule for volume of rectangular prisms is V equals length times width times height. Okay, so we're going to figure out what's the length, what's the width, and what's the height of these three measurements on this rectangular prism. Okay, so the length and the width will be the base shape. So this is a rectangle base shape, okay? So the length is the long side and the width is the short side. So technically speaking, what we have here is the shape of a rectangle, okay, as a base. Okay? So we're going to figure out that. So the length and the width is find the area of the base and then we multiply it by the height. Okay, so length times width times height. So basically volume is the area of the base shape times by the height. So let's look at this now. Second line is substitution. Length is 8 times the width of 3 times the height of 4. And we multiply that, okay, and that comes to 96 centimeters cubed. Now, because we're talking about volume, it's cubed. It's not squared like it was for area. We put a little 3 there. So we figured out there is 96 centimeter cubes that fit inside that. Now, of course, that's not drawn to scale, so it's not realistic. But if it was, we'd be able to fit 96 little centimeter cubes inside that. Okay? We're now going to look at this next one over here, which is a cube. And again, it's still got the same rules applying to it for the cube as it does the rectangular prism. All right, we have the same measurements, of course, because the face, the main shape of this is a square, but we still write the same rule, length times width times height, okay? Because the base shape is a square, which is why we go length times width. So we'll go length times width, and then we go for the height of the 3D shape there, and we multiply them all to get the complete volume of what's inside that cube. So of course we have the same numbers because it's a cube. It's a perfect square face on each side, and when we multiply that we get 64 centimeters cubed. We must have the 3 on there to indicate that is volume.